The offensive troubles that plague Team USA having some other issues here against Iran.
Watch out. That's what he does. Very good off the dribble. Smart.
He has struggled, Fran, in this tournament from long distance, 4 of 18, but hits there to give Iran the lead. And a foul before the drive. Derrick Rose will pick it up. Well, the U.S. scored all of 9 points in the fourth quarter in the win against Brazil. You can give a lot of credit to their defense coming through. Coach K gave a lot of credit for these young guys hanging in there against a tough team. But again, the offensive issues continue.
Yeah, you know what? Coach K he was right to credit Brazil, but honestly now we know there was very little ball movement and a lot of standing around.
That's a jump shot.
Kevin Durant is such a brilliant player, but he's really not even an isolation guy in the NBA. He's probably as good moving off screens as anybody in the league. You can't just ask him against the quality teams to be a one-on-one guy every single night. It'll work today, but it's not going to work next week.
And the U.S. with only 2 more preliminary games today and tomorrow before getting ready for the round of 16 in the knockout round, and a loose ball foul underneath, and that's going to go on Lamar Odom.
This guy, Haddadi, is a very popular guy in Memphis. People have embraced him in that town. They understand the issues you have when you come from a different country and you're 7-2, and also a country that, you know, he had some trepidation about how he would be received because he's the first Iranian to play in the NBA, but it's been a warm welcome.
Obviously, the political tensions between the countries for now 3 decades, and a quiet trailblazer in his own right, as at last touched by Javad Davari to Team USA.
Well, Davari gives Coach Matic 2 point guards, 2 guys that can handle the ball.
And another U.S. turnover is Andre Iguodala. Goes off him. Kevin Love and company, well, they hope to help out that second unit for Team USA.
Again, a lot of one-on-one. It's so hard, Mark. I said this the other day. It's so hard to play one-on-one in international play because you're playing against a set defense. There's no NBA 3-second rule, so there's not as much space.
Nabipour with the shot from the wing won't go down. Musad Nabipour, a 6'11" center. Iran going with 2 big guys and a big basket, a 3-pointer for Andre Iguodala. Nabipour hadn't played much in this tournament, but obviously Vasilin Matic realizing he wanted to put some size out there against a smaller U.S. squad.
Maybe take advantage of that, but sometimes size and the lack of quickness can be a disadvantage.
And a near turnover for Iran. Arsalan Kazemi beating the shot clock buzzer. Shot won't go down for Iran. It's a little transition play, lobbed for the rim, but a little too close for Kevin Durant. Well, the U.S. Very inexperienced team, as you well know by now. 6 players 22 years of age or younger. 2 of them are 22, the other 4 are 21. And really, Fran, it's only, I know it sounds like you're making excuses, but they're still trying to get together in a very short amount of time.
Well, and you know what? Honestly, Mark, there's a lot of young teams in this field. There really are. You know, Serbia is very young. Croatia's young. I think right now, the thing that I look at as a coach is the style of play we're playing. In my mind, we may out-athlete teams next week. I just don't think we're going to out-execute them, and I would be concerned about that, honestly.
And at this stage of the game, it's probably too late to make too many vast adjustments.
You can give them a day off yesterday, that's fine, but I think they need to practice some half-court offense. And I know I'm being critical, but I've just seen this movie before.
Right. Chauncey Billups getting inside for a bucket for the U.S.
Chauncey's been very, very good as of late. Obviously, he's a terrific NBA player, but he really knows how to use his body in the lane.
Team Iran down 5 points. This is Javad Davari, and he's fouled on his way to the lane. Tomorrow morning, ESPN2. You can find us 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The U.S. against Tunisia, the only country in Group B without a victory. And so the U.S. Finishing up its preliminary round action with the two bottom teams in the group, a chance to warm up for what appears to be the top seed in Group B. And also a reminder, all 80 FIBA games also available on ESPN3.com. A great way to follow this tournament because things are getting very interesting as we look around what else is happening all throughout Turkey.
That's exactly right. Spain right now struggling with Lebanon. Spain has been probably the major disappointment in this tournament thus far. Only 1-2 with losses to Lithuania and France. We've been all over ESPN3, haven't we?
Yes.
Watching games from the various sites that outside of Istanbul.
All the 16 remaining teams will be making their way to Istanbul, and the Olympic Dome will be the site of the round of 16 on. Tyson Chandler getting some minutes in the game, drawing a foul from Haddadi and headed to the line.
We chronicled the fact that the bench was really anemic on Monday. Only 39 minutes among 7 players, 6 points, 5 rebounds. And you know, as a coach, Mark, as a coach, you can always tell how a coach feels about his team, especially a new team, the first time you're in a close game. And if you think back to Spain in the exhibition game and then against Brazil on Monday, those were both situations where starters played almost 80 minutes of the game. So if you're a guy like Gay or Chandler coming off the bench now, you got to say, hey, does Coach K have confidence in me? That's why these minutes are so important. And they get a chance to do what they can do.
And you've seen those guys. I mean, they're young in NBA years, but can that affect?
Oh, it affects their mind, no question. You know, the first time Rudy Gay touched the ball today, what did he do? He shot it.
Right. Because you don't know how many you're going to get.
For a score, that's the mentality.
Tipped by the U.S. across. It's been a short shot clock for Iran of late. Three-pointer won't go down. Kazemi skying for the rebound.
He's not a perimeter guy yet, Kazemi, but he's really athletic.
And Haddadi's showing some range from outside. He's even hit a couple of three-pointers in this tournament. Going the other way quickly, Eric Gordon for the basket.
Well, Eric Gordon's a guy that got off